Aren't you tired of having random outbursts from time to time? Not knowing what you're feeling or why you're feeling the way you're feeling? As if someone's pulling on your strings? If so, you've come to the right video. Today we're going to be discussing one of the 4 pillars of emotional mastery, which is emotional intelligence. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. Now, what is emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence is knowing why you're feeling the way you're feeling and what you're feeling. So for instance, say you were in the workplace and someone say something just stupid, just really idiotic. Now I know personally, when I'm around stupid people and they say stupid things, it kind of pisses me off. So say you're around someone who just pisses you off with their stupidity. They say something stupid like, oh, did you know that chickens are females or something? Just something stupid. And you get pissed off. Having emotional intelligence, if you have emotional intelligence, then you know, okay, I'm angry. Why am I angry? Because this person just said some stupid shit. But also having emotional intelligence is having the ability to also control the outcome, the dynamic of the conversation. So a person who didn't have emotional intelligence, they would just react. And what I mean by react, they won't take the time out to think why they got angry, and they'll move solely on emotions. Now, everybody knows that if you react strictly off of emotions, it's never a positive outcome. It's never. When you move off impulses, it's never in positive outcome. So basically, that's what having emotional intelligence is knowing what you're feeling, why you're feeling the way you're feeling, and being able to control the dynamic of whatever the situation is. Now, how can we gain some emotional intelligence? Well, that's easier said than done. Because personally, growing up as a kid, I used to be a very angry kid because of the things I was going through as a child. Like my upbringing, it wasn't all that great. But yeah, I was very angry as a child, and I did not have no emotional intelligence or any emotional control, which we will talk about in a different video. Emotional control is one of the pillars. But to get back on track, I never used to have emotional intelligence. I used to always just get like a rise, like a heat wave, really. And I just would start reacting. I would start fighting, talking shit, and not knowing in the moment why I was feeling the way I was feeling or what I was feeling. I used to like black out until after the situation, when things cooled down a bit, then I would be like, well, damn, I was mad, I was upset. I said some shit I said, but I didn't give a fuck. Like, I said what I said. And as you grow older, you start to realize that as a man, even as a woman, but this is mainly for the men when it comes to emotions. Because women, they're naturally wired. They're naturally emotional creatures. As men, we have to stay stoic, especially if you want a good female, a good woman. A good woman, yes, she has emotional intelligence, emotional control, all of that, but there will be times where that isn't there. But to get back on track, as a man, you want to be stoic, and that wasn't me. I didn't have no type of emotional intelligence. I was out of control. And as you grow up and you meet new people, and not just new people, but females as well, that plays a huge factor in your relationship. You being able to know why you're feeling the way you're feeling and what's bothering you. Because once you know what's bothering you, you can then speak it into words and have, set boundaries or tell that person what you don't like. See, when a person used to do things that I didn't like, I just used to just react and and it's not even the person's fault, because not everybody knows who you are. Not everybody knows how to handle you or what not to do around you. So when you have emotional intelligence, you're able to speak up and just let a person know what it is and what it ain't. And that will limit and prevent a lot of future things from happening, depending on if that person respects you or not. But that's a whole different topic for a whole different video. But yeah, so how do we gain it? You can gain it from 2 ways, right? One, my way, which is just going through a lot of experiences, you know what I'm saying, putting yourself in hard positions because of your emotions, putting yourself in fucked up positions because you couldn't handle your emotions, or the better way, which is meditation. So me growing up as a kid, I just now started to gain some type of emotional intelligence. But from the point where I was like 10 years old all the way up until 18, because I'm 19 now, but from 10 to 18, I was fighting. Girls was playing me left and right. I had a lot of toxic relationships. And most of the blame was on me because I just couldn't control my emotions. I just couldn't fucking think, you know? You don't want to go through all that. Fucking, that's 8 years of my life. It took me 8 years to learn some type of emotional intelligence. You don't want to have to spend 8 years of your fucking life doing that. If anything, we could prevent that, which is meditating, the better option. And basically what meditating is, it's you taking deep breaths, focusing on your breathing, right? So I told y'all I will make a separate video on meditation. I'll give y'all a little bit right now, and then I'll just make a separate one later. But what you want to do is close your eyes. Right now, I want you to try this out. I want you to do it. I want you to let me know in the comment section after how you feel. So close your eyes. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Take deep breaths. A deep inhale and exhale. Now, when you do this, your mind is going to wander. It's okay if your mind wanders. You're not doing it wrong. You might be new to this. It's fine. Breathe and just let your mind wander for a little bit. All right? You know, whatever your day was about, however you were feeling today, just let it wander. Now, focus only on your breathing. Breathe in. Breathe out. Focus only on your breathing. If your mind starts to wander, focus on your breathing. Bring the focus right back to your breathing. Not only are you building a calmness, but you're also building emotional control in a way, which we will discuss in a different video, like I said. But it's knocking two birds out with one, you know what I'm saying? Two birds out with one stone. So breathe. Focus on your breath. Do this for about 5 to 10 minutes a day. I usually do it for 20. That's because I've been doing it. Before, when I first started out, I was falling asleep a lot, you know, because that's just how relaxing it was. So let me know how you feel. How do you feel? You probably feel great. You probably feel more calmer. That's what I did before this video. If you look at my previous videos and this video, I usually stumble over my words a lot and, you know, kind of stutter a bit. And that's because I'm moving too fast. So meditation, like, it helps out with many different areas. Not only just having emotional intelligence, but being able to speak, being able to think before you speak. Just think in general. So, yes, meditation. I picked this up when I was about 16. And I knew about meditation, but I never really did it. I used to like laugh at people for doing the shit, or people talking about meditation. I used to laugh and think it was funny, like it was stupid. Like, what the fuck is breathing and closing my eyes going to help me do? And then I started doing it towards my senior year when I was 18 years old, and I really started to like, my bad, y'all. My fucking storage was full. That's how much YouTube videos I got in store for y'all. But to get back on track, as I was saying, when I incorporated meditation into my life, I start to look at the world from a different lens. And what I mean by a different lens, I mean, like, I started, because life is all about perception. It's all about how you look at things. So I started looking at things differently. I was able to kind of control my emotions, kind of know what I was feeling. Like, when I would get angry, I would tell myself, bro, you're angry right now. When I get angry, I'll take deep breaths. And it will bring it down. Now, I'm not saying it will completely wipe whatever emotions you're feeling, but I'm saying, though, it's a huge help. So if you ever feel yourself getting angry, you know, and you don't know why you're getting angry, or you may know why you're getting angry, but your shit is all over the place right now, take a deep breath. Same for you women. I know y'all feel strong emotions. It just did that storage shit again. I just deleted more old videos, so let's hope that it doesn't interrupt this video again. But as I was saying, yeah, incorporate meditation. Like, you will not believe how much of a difference it's changed me. Just from me talking right now, like, I feel much more calmer, much more able to think and know what I'm gonna say before I say it. But yeah, meditation. Another thing you can do, which is similar to meditation to gain some type of emotional intelligence, is box breathing. And basically what it is you take 4 deep breaths, not deep breaths, but quick breaths. And then the last one, which is, you can say the 5th, take a deep one, slowly. And scientifically, it's been proven that that's actually another way to calm you down. You know what I'm saying? To calm you down and also let you think in a more logical manner. But it's not gonna be easy, like I said. So you wanna make sure from now on you start meditating. Or if not meditating, there are different ways. I said 2 ways, but I was just mainly speaking about the ways I took, the route I took. But people also have told me that journaling is another way you can develop emotional intelligence. And with journaling, you should do this every day, even not just to get emotional intelligence, but just it's a healthy habit. But every day towards the end of the night, you know, before you're about to go to sleep, you should journal. You should reflect on your day. You should write down, okay, what are some things that bothered me today? Once you write down the things that bother you today, write down why they bothered you. Because not only are you knowing what you were feeling and why you were feeling, but you're also knowing what you don't like in general. Like what you don't like people doing, what you don't like seeing. Like, it tells you a lot about yourself. Just reflecting, just doing little daily reflex. That should help build a lot. And now you're creating habits. That's a healthy habit. Journaling is a healthy habit. So you're creating habits. Now you're creating some type of discipline. So every day, every night, you're journaling. And that shit is easy. When you can create a habit like that, bro, you can do anything. You can create a habit with anything. But we're not going to get off course. You're here to learn and know emotional intelligence, so that's what I'm going to give you. But yes, journaling. So get you a notebook, a pencil, and start writing down how your day went and what may have hurt you, may have offended you, whatever it is. Once you have that, put it together and let people know your fucking boundaries. Let people know your boundaries and let people know the things that you don't like. That's if you're dealing with that person. If, like, as in friends, girlfriend, homies, whatever it is. If it's just a random ass person, I mean, fuck them, you know? But that's really all I got for y'all today, man. This is the first pillar out of all 4. We have emotional intelligence, emotional control, emotional discipline, and emotional transmutation, which we will get into in these next videos. But without further ado, man, y'all like, y'all comment, y'all subscribe. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. I tried a lot better to slow down my speech and really think about what I'm saying so that I don't confuse y'all. So, yeah, hope y'all enjoyed. Peace.